Yep. Yeah, excited to be back at home. Obviously, good opportunity for us to be back at home against a good side. Want to end on a high note going into the league break, and then obviously no league games in July. So yeah, just really excited. I think a quick turnaround for us, 3-day lead-in from our last match into this match. So really important that we recapped last game, moved forward from last game as quick as possible, and yeah, we feel good about the information we were able to get in this short time frame for this quick turnaround. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, for sure. I think it's Yeah, for sure. Look, I think it's all how you look at things. I'm a big believer in that, and I don't know how else to say that and how often I will say that. You will hear it from me multiple times, so just get used to hearing it. The reality is we didn't start off well. We know that. We're aware of that. We're fully aware of that. Unfortunately, went down early, went into half 3-0 down to the leading team in the league away in an away environment that's obviously very difficult to play in, but there was a lot of positives from it. The fight back, the character in that fight back. Also leading into that match, Kansas City had only conceded 8 goals against, and we scored 2 goals against, so 10 in total for them right now, which is big for us. And I think, yeah, you can paint any picture how you'd like. The art of being a coach, the art of being leading the group is what picture we continue to paint. You can paint all the bad things that were present, or you can paint and choose to see all the good things that were present. And I think we've done a good job moving forward as a group. The biggest thing that we need to do is move past this game as quick as possible, and that's the reality of it. But there was a lot of good moves that first 20, 25 minutes. There was a lot of good that needed to be celebrated in the match itself, not walking away with losing.
Question to ask the other two. Orlando has 3 matches this year with goals in the second half stoppage time that changed the result of the match. So what is the plan to keep concentration and focus through the final?
Yeah, no, I think it's something we've talked about, very consistent in regards to just our focus throughout a 90-plus minute match. You never know when the game's going to end. You never know how much stoppage time you're going to get. We're either arguing more or we're arguing for less. So the reality is just being prepared for that. And I think as a group, staying in the right mentality, communicating that mentality. We always try as a staff from the sideline to shoot, hey, 2 minutes left, 3 minutes left, to the players closest to pass the message along so it can keep them in tune. So just simple strategies like that throughout the season.
So going back to the previous match, I know you had to get your player evaluation, but like a self-evaluation would be like, yes, I got the plan right, we just needed to execute better. And did you feel like that even though you kind of got there 3-0, you stuck with it?
Yeah, for sure. We changed some things in about 20, 25 minutes in. I think for us as a staff, if we're asking the same things from the players, we'll always look for it as a staff. I think they do it in the top levels. They do it at EPL. They do it at every level. The staff will always look at what we could have done better and how we can be better. But I think that vulnerable piece with the team is very important. So we'll always look at where we can be better, how we can be better for the group, because if we're asking the same things from them, we need to do it for ourselves. Made a small tweak in about 2025, whether that dictates the change of the game or not. But yeah, we feel very good about the group. Their confidence from then on out to fight back, to make it a good match in our opinion. And that's what we're going to choose to focus on. So I'm not going to chat outside of that.
Just one more kind of similar related. Aaron kind of mentioned in passing, I think the last match, like you said, tiny tweak early that just didn't quite work out. Is that something you evaluate too?
Yeah, no, I think for us, it's just, look, we're always as a group, we're bought into what we're doing. And that's the reality. So I think for us, it's just continuing to make sure that we can, yeah, do what we can, see what we can. Look at there's multiple things that go into it. You can feel something's going well. You can change it too early. You can change it too late. That's the reality of our positions. If you're always trying to find the right timing, the right adjustment, you're also trying to adjust, is this an individual tendency or is this a team tendency? Have they changed this, or is this just a player feeling like they have space in this moment? So there's multiple things to assess, not only from the pitch, but upstairs, to be able to see and give the best guidance possible for the group. But I think the reality is sometimes we're not going to get it exactly right, but as a group, we're very bought into the direction that we're headed. That's the reality.
A couple more for me.
Yeah.
Been a good first half. How important is it to end it well after all the success you've had over the last few weeks?
Very important. Very important from a performance standpoint. I think we talk a lot about the performance in the process, and I think that's what's been able to get us results, especially here in the past 6 games or so. Give or take the 2 losses against Seattle and Kansas City. But very important. I vibe off of an opportunity to create a good environment for the group from a positive standpoint. If we can find those things that have gone well for us through bigger chunks of games. So I've been vulnerable early on that in our first few opening games. We had a good game against North Carolina. But post that, it was too far and in between in regards to good performances. Minute-wise, it's too chunked. And I think these past 6 games, it's been more collective outside of the start, a little bit of a slow start against Kansas City. So that's going to be our objective, making sure that we could do that for a bigger chunk of the game and hopefully get a result.
Then last one, it's Ali night. Do you have a favorite Muhammad Ali quote?
Yeah, float like a butterfly, sting like a bee.
The guys can't see.
It's an easy one, yeah.
And so just one more. Okay, sorry. So the players obviously will get some time off during the long international break. Are you going to allow yourself to have the same time off? Or are you going to be heads down?
I will be working, but I will be working in a different setting, which is nice. I will get some time in California with my family. So I'm excited about that. Take the kids home to spend some time with Nana and Papa so that I can get some work done. But yeah, it'll be nice to just be in a different setting, a chance to do it in a different setting. Thank you.